What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma if you're new here, and I love to talk about all things Peloton, spinning, and fitness. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Today is a very exciting day, a very exciting video. I'm going to be talking about the Peloton and Beyonce collaboration and trying out all the different classes that they've released for it this week, and I'll give you guys my opinions on it. I think that this collaboration is definitely more exciting than past artist collaborations. First off, in the email that they sent out, they kind of stressed that this is just the beginning of their collaboration. With the announcement of the collaboration, they released 7 different classes over the course of this week. 2 cycling classes, one by Alex and Tunde together, one by Ali Love, an outdoor run and a strength class by Robin, a yoga class and a meditation class, both by Chelsea, and a tread boot camp by Jess. And I'm gonna take all of these classes over this week and tell you what I think of them, except for the tread boot camp. Unfortunately, I don't have a Peloton tread yet. So I'm very excited, especially for the cycling classes, but also the outdoor run will be super cool. I really like the outdoor runs on the Peloton, and I definitely need more strength training. I like yoga. I am very excited for all these classes. And all these classes are branded as homecoming classes. Homecoming is a festivity that historically Black college and university students celebrate during the fall. And a lot of the festivities have been moved online because we are in the middle of a global pandemic. So they just wanted to do something that would bring the festivities to everybody at Peloton. Peloton also announced that they'll be giving students of 10 historically Black colleges or universities 2 free years of Peloton membership, which I think is super awesome. But I think what's even more important is they also announced that they'll be setting up recruiting pipelines for internships and new grad roles at Peloton at these universities. And I'm really happy that Peloton is taking steps to diversify their workforce. So I just thought that that was an awesome announcement, and I'm very excited to see what else comes out of this collaboration. So today I'm going to be starting with Alex and Tunde's 30-minute 2-for-1 ride Beyonce edition. So very excited, all Beyonce songs, very pumped up. I love Alex. I've wanted to take more classes from Tunde, so I'm really excited for this 2-for-1 ride. So I'm gonna go get on my bike, but I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. All right, I just finished the ride. It was amazing. One of the best rides I've done on Peloton, I think. Tunde really brought it. Alex was great, but Tunde was phenomenal. I'm gonna go take a shower and then I'll tell you my final thoughts. Okay, I just showered and I really love that Beyonce ride. I'm very excited for the other courses that are coming out this week to take and see what they're like, because if they're half as good as the ride I just took, they're still going to be amazing. I'm not even a huge Beyonce fan. I like her, but I'm not like a mega fan. I've never seen her in concert. I don't like await her albums, but I do listen to her, and I knew pretty much every single song that they played just because she has so many hits. They do mention that Beyonce was the #1 artist that was requested to be played in Peloton, so I thought that was really cool that Peloton listened to what we want and gave it to us. Alex and Tunde did a great job. They had really great banter throughout the ride. Alex kind of led the warm-up, and I was a little worried that Alex would kind of lead the whole ride and Tunde just be in the background, but then Tunde really took full force once we actually got into the main part of the ride. She was obviously a huge Beyonce fan, which was really cool, and you could just tell that she was so excited and happy to be there. She was like singing along to the lyrics. She timed a lot of the pushes with like certain parts of the songs, and she just brought really, really great energy. Alex was also great. He really let Tunde shine, and he also contributed a lot to adding pushes and keeping the ride going forward. But at least in my opinion, Tunde was the star. But I thought it was really great, and they highlighted each other's strengths. So I'm really excited to take more classes this week, and I'll see you tomorrow when I do the yoga and the meditation. It's now the next day, which means a 30-minute yoga flow of Beyonce music and 10-minute meditation of Beyonce music. So first we're gonna do the yoga flow. It's by Chelsea Roberts. I don't think I've ever taken a class from her. I've taken some classes of yoga on Peloton. I tried out their beginners program and have taken some courses since, but I am definitely not an advanced yoga person. So hopefully this is very beginner accessible. We'll see. I do see in the music list that they're playing Hold Up, which is like my all-time favorite Beyonce song, so I'm very excited about that. It says I need a yoga blanket, yoga blocks, and a yoga mat. I have a yoga mat, I have yoga blocks. I never had a yoga blanket. I usually just don't do whatever they say or just grab a blanket that's on my couch and do it. I don't think it's that big of a deal to have a specific blanket for the classes. So let's just get on into it and I'll give you my thoughts after. Overall, I really like the class, but I do have a couple of thoughts. First off, I would probably classify this class as like beginner slash kind of intermediate. I've taken the whole beginner program on yoga. I know most of the basic yoga moves, and I felt that I could follow along throughout the whole class. But at some points, my strength just wasn't there. There was some points where you had to like hold squats for, it felt like several minutes, and lunges for several minutes, and I just couldn't hold it that long. But I always knew what moves they were talking about, and I felt like I could still follow along, so I still thought it was a pretty good class. Unfortunately, I felt like because yoga flow is kind of fast-paced and you're always going into new moves and the instructor was telling you what to do, the music really got lost in that. I can't even tell you like any of the songs that were played just because I was so focused on the instructor telling me what to do that I couldn't enjoy the music at all. So I feel like maybe yoga is not the best place to display like an artist series compared to cycling, where music is a way bigger part of the experience. Still, I thought the instructor was great, obviously very passionate about Beyonce. I just thought it was overall a great class and I would take more classes with this instructor in the future. I just didn't see a huge difference between a normal yoga class and then a Beyonce and Peloton yoga class. Next up is meditation by the same instructor, and obviously meditation should have a way bigger focus on the music, so I'm excited to try this now. It is a 10-minute meditation. That was a very basic meditation class. It basically just focused on inhaling and exhaling, which I like actually. I don't need any kind of fancy meditation. And then the Beyonce songs didn't have vocals, it was just instrumental, which makes sense. Obviously, lyrics would be distracting for meditation, and it was still pretty cool. They played Halo, which is like super recognizable, and it has a beautiful piano part in it, so it was very relaxing. So overall, I really like that class. I think I like the Beyonce cycling class more than the classes today, just because the cycling class allowed them to be a lot more energetic. The instructors could kind of go crazy, but with yoga, you have to rein it back in and still give instructions. So I'm very excited tomorrow for an outdoor run and strength, because I think that Robin will really bring it and really bring the energy. So we'll see, and I'll be back tomorrow. It's the next day. I'm going to start off with the 20-minute strength class and then go on the 20-minute outdoor run. I'm a little nervous about the outdoor run. You guys will probably come for me, but in San Francisco, it is really cold right now. It's like 55 degrees. I laugh saying that just because I'm originally from the East Coast, so we have real winters there, but I'm totally in the California blood now that it's just gonna be so cold outside, but I hope it'll be fine. So the full body strength is by Robin. Love Robin, really excited for this class. It says you need a workout mat, medium weights and light weights. I only have light weights here. I just have 3-pound weights that I use on the bike usually. So I'm just gonna modify. I think it'll be fine. Maybe like do 2 in one hand. I don't really know what they would consider medium weights to be anyways. So I guess we'll find out. But I'm going to start the class now. That was a good class. The Beyonce music was amazing. Robin was good as always. Her hair was so cool in this class, just off topic. I will say right at the beginning of the class, Robin is like, I'm using 10-pound weights and 15-pound weights for this class, which I don't even consider 10 pounds to be light. And I was like, oh no, with my 3-pound weights. But I just modified. It was probably a little bit on the easier side, but it was still doable. There was still a lot of squats. My legs are still gonna be sore tomorrow, so it was definitely still a workout. Now I'm gonna try the outdoor run. It's also by Robin. I really like her, so I'm excited to try this run. It's also only 20 minutes, so that's not even that bad. I can do a 20-minute run. So I'm going to go do that now. I finished the run and then I immediately got in the shower for warmth. I was looking pretty bad after the run, which is a little embarrassing. I was just super red because it was cold outside. But besides that, I really enjoyed the run. I always like Robin's outdoor runs. I feel like cycling and running are kind of the best places to just enjoy the music, because with strength and yoga, you're really focused on the instructions, so you can't enjoy the music as much. But with running, they still tell you instructions, but it's a lot less frequent. It's just like, go fast now or go slow now. So overall, I really enjoyed the ride. It started with If I Were a Boy, and I completely forgot about that song. But that song is such a bop. It put me in such a good mood, and then I was just very hyped for the rest of the run. So overall, 10 out of 10, and I'm excited to try out the last class I can do tomorrow, which is the 30-minute cycling class with Ali Love. It is now Saturday, the last day of me trying out Beyonce classes. I'm going to be doing the 30-minute spin ride by Ali Love. Very excited. I really like Ali, and it seems like she picked out some really great music for this ride. I see Drunk in Love, I see Diva, Single Ladies. This is going to be a great ride, and I'm sure that she will bring the energy. So let's just get on in with it. It's a little later now. I just showered and relaxed, and now I'm ready to give my final thoughts. I really liked Ali Love's ride. It was definitely more in line with what a normal Peloton ride is, with really great Beyonce music. I feel like Alex and Tunde's ride definitely brought a little bit of more chaotic energy, a little different than what you would expect. It was my first 2-for-1 ride, so maybe a lot of 2-for-1 rides are like that, but I really enjoyed the chaotic energy. But Ali Love's ride is definitely more of the typical Peloton experience. Honestly, if you're a Beyonce fan, or even if you just like pop music, I recommend taking both. Both of them will have music that you will recognize, and they're all by really great instructors. Also, Ali Love mentions that she performed Single Ladies at the VMAs with Beyonce, like she was a background dancer or something, which is just crazy. I feel like all the Peloton instructors just have like secret back lives that we don't know about and are super interesting, because I never would have guessed that, but that's super cool. So overall, I think that the cycling classes were definitely the 2 best rides, then the outdoor run, and then the strength, yoga, and meditation classes were kind of the worst. They were still good, it's just that you had to really focus on what the instructor was saying, so you couldn't really appreciate the music as much. Also, there's the tread bootcamp by Just Sims that I can't take because unfortunately I do not have a treadmill, but I'm sure that that's great. I really like Just Sims as an instructor. My only note about these classes was it felt like the music was very repetitive. I wonder if Peloton had rights to all of her albums just because she could have different record labels, or if the instructors just all picked like her top songs because they want to pick songs that people know. But besides that, I really enjoyed all the classes. I would definitely recommend these classes to pretty much anybody, and I also think it's a great way to try out a bunch of different classes that Peloton offers, like the meditation, yoga, classes that you wouldn't typically take. So that's it for this video. Let me know down below if you've tried Beyonce rides, what you think. I'm very excited to see that it sounds like this is a continuing collaboration with Beyonce, what they come out with next. I hope you guys are staying safe, having an awesome week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!